Well, hello everyone, and happy hump day to you. I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope you're believing God for great things all day long. It's Wednesday. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. Hey, this week we're breaking it down now. We're talking about patience. It's tough, it's hard, but we're talking about it because it's something that we need, because there's not a day in our life that we don't need to endure something or wait on something well, and that's what patience is. We've pulled the title and the text from Hebrews chapter 6 verse number 12 that says that we should not be lazy, but we should imitate those who through faith and patience inherit the promise. It takes all of that. We have to know that we've got to go through. We've got to make sure that our faith is right, and then we've got to make sure that we have patience. You can't separate faith and patience. They run parallel. They're first cousins. I guess you live in Appleton. I guess that means you can be married to one another if that's the case. But either way, that's neither here nor there. But you cannot separate faith and patience. It is absolutely impossible. When you look that it takes faith to get to every level of life, every season of life that God has for us, it takes faith. But then that faith is going to be tested, right? Every time faith is going to be tested, it's going to be tried, it's going to be provoked and pushed and resisted. And so then we need something that helps us to maintain and uphold that faith, and it's patience. That's not just enduring or waiting, it's how we endure and how we wait. Isn't it terrible for us to make statements saying, that we have faith and we believe our God can do anything. We're that strong in God. We're that spiritual. We know our God that well, but then we just act crazy and act all like the devil and the flesh and the world when it doesn't happen all at one time, and we just kind of kill all of that testimony of faith. We just kind of destroy that by our actions because we didn't have patience while we were waiting. We read a passage already this week from 1 Thessalonians where you see Paul bragging on the church there because of their faith and patience. You see the two together. Yesterday we read a passage from James that'll make you have a Big Mac attack. I'm telling you, when you realize that he was telling these people that had saw over 1 million of their brothers killed, and then they were running for their lives, and he said, just count it all joy. Just count it all joy, because faith is going to produce patience, and then patience is going to build you up spiritually. You'll lack nothing in the area of character and integrity. Man, it's hard when you read that, but you see faith and patience together again. Today I want to read another passage to you from Romans, again from Paul, the author there, but I want you to listen the necessity of faith and patience, and listen to what patience produces in our life in that realm of integrity and character. Romans 5:2, through Him, that is through Christ, we also have access by faith into this grace in which we stand, and we rejoice on the hope of the glory of God. And that's not hard to do, is it? It's not hard to rejoice in the hope of the glory of God. But listen to verse 3. But not only this, we don't only rejoice in the hope of the glory of God, but we also glory in afflictions. Man, him and James are talking the same stuff. We glory in afflictions, knowing that afflictions produce patience. Same thing James said. But watch this. And patience produces experience, and experience produces hope. Faith and in our tribulations, that produces experience, or produces patience, but then patience produces experience and experience. Now, what is this experience that we're talking about? Well, defined from the original language, this is what experience is. It's character and integrity that has been tried in order to give proof that we are genuine. Oh yeah, so that's what experience is. It is proof that we have what we say we have, and we are who we say we are. That means we don't start into a trial speaking all kind of great words of faith and talking about how well we know our God, and then 3 days into it we start acting like a little baby. That's right. That's what it means. It means that we declare. Patience declares that we are who we say we are, and we have what we say we have. It gives proof that our faith in Christ, our hope that we say that we have in Him, it gives proof that it is genuine. It's not just fake. It's not just something we just put on to come to church, but it is real. It's our lifestyle. It proves that we truly have Christ living inside of us. It proves that. So I want to take verse 2 through 4, and I want us to state it in our terminology today. Listen to this. We rejoice in the glory of God, but we also rejoice in our tests, trials, and afflictions, because we know that it will require patience to endure them. And when we display biblical patience, it will prove that we are who we say we are, and we have what we say we have. This then verifies the reality of the hope we have in Jesus. Friend, do you know the best thing that any believer can ever do for someone who's going through a fiery test or a fiery trial is to show them how to go through it with a Christian attitude and character. You know it rains on the just and the unjust, right? You know it's not just Christians that have problems and Christians that face the fires of life. You know that, right? So the best thing that we could do is show them how to go through it. Don't just talk some big talk and then fail 2 days into it because you threw a temper tantrum and had a hissy fit. Don't do that. Show them that you have grown through the various and the many tests and trials of your life, because every one of them you're practicing patience, and patience is building you up, and it's growing you up, and it's maturing you in Jesus Christ. That's one of the best things you can do for the world, is show them how to go through these things with a godly character. And then they can say, this guy's for real. This woman has what she says that she has. This guy is who he says he is. Listen to James 5:10. He says, brothers and sisters, think about the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord. They are an example of how to be patient when you suffer. Did you hear that? They are an example. That's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be an example to the church, for those that need to know it, and the rest of the world of how to suffer. There's a right way to suffer. There's a wrong way to suffer. Most of the time we do it the wrong way, but patience helps us grow into the traits that we need so that when we suffer in a godly manner. Man, I told you this thing was going to get tough. Hey, it'll get better in the weeks to come as we talk about this thing some more. Let's put this into practice. This could be the best witnessing tool that we've ever used. Hey, I got to get out of here. I look forward to being with you tomorrow on Thursday's edition of Take 5. Until then, God bless you. Have a great day. Remember, friend, whatever you're going through, make sure you go through it with a Christ-like attitude, and that very well could be the key to winning someone to this Jesus that you call Lord.